Hi guys, welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning. Happy Saturday, Summoners. Welcome to the Pisslo Show, episode 5. These weeks have sped by, ladies and gentlemen.
I really have.
It feels like season started last week, which is really weird. We're already in March. What the heck? The year is going by insanely fast. But that's okay. That's okay. We're here to enjoy it. We're here to have fun.
I'm still the same elo I started out at, so
yeah,
it's
I am still bronze. Sheppard, what's your rank right now?
Plat 2.
Plat 2. He's been on the grind this week trying to make it to
Not
diamond.
going anywhere.
He's been on the grind this week trying to make it to diamond. He's close. He's close. He'll make it. We will break out of plat.
Maybe. We'll see.
We are going to start, as we always do, friends, with what is happening on the Rift this week. Just a quick little recap of what's going on with everything. We did start out the week with Miss Fiora's birthday on Sunday. I saw that on the League of Legends Twitter page. Fiora had a birthday, so happy birthday, Fiora, and congrats all you Fiora mains. I hate her, but let's go. She's got that spicy accent. She's got that spicy accent.
I miss original Fiora, to be honest. That's in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
she's featured in one of those. Is it a Legend of Runeterran cinematic? I don't know. She's in some cinematic, and it's really cute. Her and Garen are, and they inspire some Demacian children, and it's adorable. Teaching.
I don't know if I've seen that one.
No. It's like
I don't think so.
I don't even know what it's called. It's really cute. Yes, happy birthday, Fiora. We also we have new battle skins as well. Sheppard, I think you have some of the skins to show us.
Yeah, we could pull some of those up now.
Heck yeah.
Go ahead and share my screen.
So we got new Battle Academia skins. Caitlyn, I don't even know who all got skins this week. I know Caitlyn's because she's gotten a bit of I don't want to say hate, but she her skin looks very similar to someone else.
Can you see it?
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Yeah, so here's from the League of Legends Instagram page. So and this is where what's that?
Yeah. So her back. If you guys have, Wukong got a skin too.
I want to see that
the
again.
Wukong splash looks so cool. For this skin. Caitlyn's back. If you guys haven't seen the meme yet, there's some meme going around where it's like Riot knows how to cater to weebs because her back looks like the student council president in Kill la Kill. Do you know that anime Kill la Kill?
Oh, I don't.
It's okay. It's okay. I don't either. It's like one of the only animes I've watched, and it's about like this high school. Anyways, there's a student council president, and she stands at the top of the school, exactly like how Caitlyn backs. Like yeah. In fact, I have one of our community spotlights that fan art is.
That's the best one. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I get
it's
it
from
now.
Kill la Kill. So, I thought that was pretty funny. Oh yeah, Yone got one.
Yeah,
his
so
ult looks so pretty.
Honestly, I didn't think Yon needed another skin because he's still pretty fresh, still pretty new.
He is.
And but like, damn, he's got such demand too. So we'll go to the next skins. But yeah, so all around, it's Caitlyn
and
Wukong,
Leona,
Garen, Yon, and Leona, and with the Prestige Edition Leona too.
Mm-hmm.
I really do like the skin line. Out of all the skin lines in the game, even though I'm not a huge anime fan, and I've watched an episode or two of Battle Academia, I really like the skin line overall. Just like not even just these, but the originals too.
Yeah,
I think they all look really nice.
Yeah, I do too. They're very clean. Very clean. Also, we have going on this week shops. We have shops as well, Sheppard. Sadly I already opened my shop, but I did want to share it.
Share yours.
I did want to go ahead and share it with you guys. It's going to be a little big on the screen, but this is my shop. I'm very proud of it. I got Battle Principal Yumi, KDA All Out Akali, Dragon Master Swain, Finna Cop, Star Guardian Zoe, which is kind of weird because I only played Zoe once or twice in a nerf. But whatever, that's cool. Steel Legion Lux will not be copping. And Heartseeker Orianna I might get. However, I've heard, so the splash is beautiful. I've heard that Heartseeker Orianna does not look as good in game. So, I don't know.
I didn't remember that. Yeah.
I love the splash though. I do play Orianna.
Those aren't bad.
She
honestly like
I'm very happy with them.
Yeah, no, I think like I've seen a lot of positive feedback with the shop. I feel like through TikTok and like through comments or through Twitch, I kind of get like a general vibe of like how people's shops go, because everyone likes to share kind of like their own opinion what they got. But I've seen a lot of positive feedback with the shop skins this time around.
I agree.
And those are good though. I like those too.
Thanks.
They're nice. Yeah.
Do you want to share your shop? I know you already opened it.
Yeah, let me go ahead. I already opened mine too. Let me go ahead and.
Have you ever gotten a skin in a shop that you're like, why the heck is the skin in my shop?
I mean, I can't. There's been so many, but yeah, there's got like definitely one or two. So, but like how the shops work is they'll go off of the champions that you typically play.
Right.
Obviously, I think we all know that. But like you said, what was it? It wasn't Yumi. One of your skins was on somebody that you rarely ever play.
Zoe,
right?
yeah.
Zoe, yeah. So it's like, if you have maybe one game or two, they might pull out a skin out of nowhere that you literally will never use. But
yeah,
for the most part, they're pretty good.
The reason I was asking is because last year for shops, I was playing bot games at the time because I just started playing League, and I remember distinctly wanting to try Ivern in a bot game. And I AFK'd. It was the first game I was like, I don't even want to play this. This is so unfun. And I shut my computer.
Oh my god.
Luckily it was just bot games, so whatever. But I got Dunkmaster Ivern in my shop later, like just a few weeks later. And I was like, why? So, but yeah, they definitely. I think it's hard, especially if you have like a small champ pool and you play one different person. They're like, oh, here's a skin for Zoe. You played her one time. Congratulations.
Absolutely. Well, you'll see that with this account. So like, this is my account that I've been grinding a lot on, and I literally only play like 3 or 4 champions, and I have very few unlocked. So I only unlocked the number of champions needed to play ranked. So I think it's like 15. And so here, I'll share my screen here and show you guys what I've got in my shop for this account. So I've got like 3 different accounts. This is the one that I play on primarily now. And here's what mine looks like. So I've got Winter Wonderland Nico, Winter Wonder Nico, which I love. I love that skin. That's one of my favorites, and it's a legacy too. We've got High Noon Twisted Fate. Not a bad one. Not a bad one at all. Elderwood Ari. You gotta love the Ari skin.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I love Ari skins, but I really like this one. This one's like so clean looking compared to like some of our others that are. There's just so much going on. Some skin lines, there's so much going on. I think this one's really nice.
Yeah.
Really clean.
I love the Nami one.
Yeah,
yes.
Cosmic Destiny Nami.
That's a beautiful skin.
I always be rocking the Nami, one of my favorites, and I love this skin. Yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites. Another Cosmic skin, Cosmic Hunter Varus. And so this is a pretty new skin line as well. And then a Heartseeker. It's kind of weird because I got a Heartseeker too.
Yeah.
Heartseeker Quinn. So I wonder if you play any of the champions with the Heartseeker line, I don't know, like, because we both got one.
They're just trying to get people to have the Heartseeker line. I don't know.
They want to share some more love on the Rift.
Yeah. That's awesome.
But yeah.
I really love that Nami skin. That's a good one. That's a good shop. Also, Winter Wonder Nico is also, I was gifted that skin. It's very nice.
I think it's the art style on the skin itself.
Yeah, I had it as my. They have a really good wallpaper for that on Wallpaper Engine, and it's so pretty. The snowfalls in it, yeah, very pretty, very pretty. Well, that's awesome. That's a good shop.
Yeah.
And finally, we have Clash this weekend, the last weekend of the Zon Cup. If you have a team, the Zon Cup, I will be playing tonight. I'm very excited. I have a lot of fun with Clash. I think it's just a great time to hang out with your friends. And I hope you, audience, if you're playing tonight, good luck. If you haven't won that trophy yet, I haven't won a trophy yet. We were just talking about this before the show. But I just want a freaking trophy. So, good luck. With the last week of the Zon Cup. Out there? Yeah, do we have any? We asked last weekend if anyone was winning Clash. Has anyone won Clash yet? Because I haven't. I think I think Lydia may have won a clash. I'm not sure. Maybe that was the last clash at last.
I've won one clash.
One clash. I've won one clash.
One.
I was carried through it though.
Yeah, I always get carried as well. But I've only played like 2 clashes my whole time like playing League, so
really?
I want to get back into it though. Yeah, I literally never really played Clash. Oh. It's because like all my friends that I started playing League with are now playing like WoW and are playing like other games and stuff. So
that's
they're
why
like
we have to
busy.
start doing Pisslo Show Clash teams. See your favorite hosts play Clash on the weekends.
That would be really fun.
Mm-hmm. There's some like in-house Discords and stuff that are always looking for Clash teams, but you're just playing with randoms, so it's way less fun.
Yeah,
but
it's all about that connection.
Speaking of kind of more competitive play, that is a perfect transition into our LCS segment of the show.
Let's go.
You see these two every week. They are very awesome. They always bring some new thoughts about the LCS, and I believe a lot has happened this past weekend and within the week in the LCS. So we're going to be talking to Can't Spell, who is right there, and Core Legion.
Our head analyst.
Our head LCS analyst.
Good to see everyone again.
Hello.
Yeah.
We can't. Oh, there we go. Hi.
I can see you.
There we go.
There you go. We're talking to the shark himself, Core Legion.
That's me. That's my little...
LCS week 5.
Week 5. However, we're recapping week 4 and then talking about week 5. Yeah.
Yes, we're going over week 4, and we have some pretty important talking points. Mostly going to focus on 100 Thieves last week, and their big news of benching Demonte and putting in Ioma. So
I know exactly where he's going.
Oh no.
So
and then Spell, if you want to cover what to say what you're covering.
So we're also he's got the jersey.
The 100 Thieves jersey. Let's go.
You already know.
MSI was also announced this week. We'll be playing in Iceland.
Yeah.
So they're actually gonna get every first place team. They're gonna get them to like quarantine in Iceland, and they're actually gonna be in like the same area. And I think that's so cool. It's just like some Iceland of all places.
I feel like that's really smart though.
Yeah, there's no more like isolated place.
There's no more isolated place than Iceland, so
exactly. And it's like a beautiful, apparently the venue's nice too. Again, there won't be an audience, which is kind of sad, but you know, at least they're gonna be in the same environment, so it doesn't just feel like, hey, I'm winning like a LAN part. Like a online tournament, you're like winning MSI, so you're competing against them. And there's like a new bracket for it too. Instead of like all the minor regions playing each other, they're gonna throw in the major regions with them too, because like we saw in Worlds last year, they can compete. They're able to compete with like Europe and North America, so I'm excited to see what the other regions have to offer as well. But yeah, hopping into last week of NALCS. A little. So, what I'll be talking about today is why Demonte got benched. Because that was a pretty surprising thing to see, because they 100 Thieves had bought a lot of their players from Golden Guardians, except for their top laner, and we'd like to see like all the players continue to play, but I'm gonna sort of break it down of why he got benched. I think it's justified. I don't know what chat feels like, but looking at his stats and the champions he's playing, it's kind of embarrassing, to say the least. So, first of all, his KDA, he went 1-12 and 24 in 3 games over the last 3 games last week, and he was playing carry champions like Orianna, Azir, and Zoe, and from Cloud9, Perks played 2 of those champions last week and had a much higher KDA with I think it was 100 plus CS on Demonte.
Yeah.
And those were the games he won.
CS.
He lost on the Orianna game. So the fact that he still went 1-12 and 24 on 2 wins and 1 loss is pretty embarrassing. And to put it in perspective, the 100 Thieves support went 1-15 and 21.
So
wow, okay.
It's basically like they had another support in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And so they are benching him based off of those stats, essentially?
Yeah. So the week prior, week 3, he also had similar stats. Not as bad, but his CS was down. He had 2 games where he had 0 kills. And so for like week 3 and week 4, he just was underperforming.
Yeah, and
badly.
They brought in Ryoma, and Ryoma's kind of infamous in LCS for, we're bringing in Ryoma, and everyone just like, no man, why? You know, like it's not a good reaction. Like he has potential.
That sucks to be him.
He has potential, but everyone kind of just memes on him. And but like if you're gonna be playing like Damonte is, you know, you're gonna have to step up, and that's what Papa Smithy, the GM, and probably Zix, the coach, thought too, because like you're not pulling your weight as the team, you know. There's been something wrong with 100 Thieves for a couple weeks now, and they haven't put their finger on it, but you know,
has it been a couple weeks, or has it been like since they've been a team?
I think since week 3, like they've had 6 games where they, I don't know the exact win rate, but it's got to be around 50. They've won 3, lost 3, because it's kind of embarrassing, like how well they performed in the lock-in, because they did so well. They went to semis. They competed against Cloud9, but they just
we talked about this a few episodes ago about I think it was the episode actually Sheppard and I hosted where we talked about our hope for 100 Thieves and stuff, and them just doing really well overall, but this is not turning out how I wanted it to turn out, if I'm being honest. You know, and I'm gonna relate this to something I understand maybe just a little more. Mahomes was subbed out for Chad Henne, and everyone was like, Chad Henne, frick. But he did good. So I think he did good. He ran it, and we made it to the Super Bowl. I think that we should not expect anything from this guy, even though he's coming in at now, almost a little past middle of the season. But I think that I'm still gonna have a little bit of hope for 100 Thieves.
Yeah, everybody has us like I mean, it just in sports everybody has that slump. Like you can go on that win streak, or even in your ranked games, like you'll go on win streaks, you know, and you'll go on loss streaks too. But like it all depends on if you can pick yourself back up after, you know, you're kind of falling. Yeah. So
it's just another test.
It's going to depend on that mentality that they bring to, like, you know, the upcoming weeks for sure.
It's just at this point in the split, we're 5 weeks in, and they're making a roster change.
Yeah.
That's bad. That is definitely bad.
That's the only worrisome thing. Like, apparently, Ryoma's been like smurfing it in academy. Yeah. But you know, he hasn't been playing with the team.
I will say, yesterday's performance against Jizuke, another like high performer in the mid lane, he didn't do bad. I think I can't say for sure that he did better than he could have done better than Damonte, because Damonte won the last time that EG and 100 Thieves faced against each other. But from what I saw, Ryoma didn't do bad, but it wasn't like a big change that they needed to do. I think the problems are in other lanes. Don't get me wrong, Damonte was doing really awful, but I think somebody needs to pick it up as well.
Would you say that 100 Thieves is still one of the top teams to look out for, or who would you say right now in the LCS is really gunning to be the best team by the end of the season?
Easy.
Cloud9 easy, but also I'm still looking at Dignitas.
Dig and TSM.
Really? Yeah.
Dignitas. Even yesterday, they just played a match against TSM, which was kind of crucial because TSM was like 8-4 and Dignitas was 7-4. So you know, it was like
it was a big game.
You're really fighting for like these top spots, and like it was a very competitive game that I'll go over eventually. But
okay, cool.
Guys, like Dignitas, like all-American team.
Dignitas
this is like
good.
NA.
Yeah.
This is NA.
Yeah, that's true.
You know,
we love to see it. You love to see, you love to see it. We talked about imports quite a bit, and I was kind of voicing my opinions in chat. But yeah, it's very satisfying to see.
Full
Definitely
North American team.
Full NA team. You know, something that we hope, more full NA teams in the future as well. The more mainstream esports become.
As soon as we fix our solo queue, I hope to see more American players.
Yeah.
True.
Rhyme 101, head into the LCS. Next top NA player.
Tomorrow.
Right
now.
Literally.
He's starting C9.
He's literally subbing in.
Subbing in for perks. I hope so, man.
That'd be fantastic.
But anyways, yeah, so even yesterday's games were all pretty good. My favorite one, and one that was like huge, was the TSM and Dignitas one that I mentioned. And I pulled up a couple clips that I just want to go over, because
for sure
the fact that Dignitas pulled out a win is just pretty amazing to me. So let me just 1 second move around some things. But you're like really fighting for this huge spot now, and like, you want to be like in the top. And just from TSM, the fact that they lost after like a huge lead is something. So right here you see all of Dignitas right here. They see Lost under the turret and they don't see Spica, so they're saying, you know what, let's pull the trigger, let's kill this guy right now. But as you can see, there's a Shen, there's a Hecarim, there's a Victor teleport on the side of TSM.
That's
so,
not smart.
Lost gets out alive, and then all of a sudden, all of TSM is here. Look at that. All of a sudden, it's a 3v3.
Wow, yeah.
Huni does an amazing flash taunt onto Neo, their AD carry, and from there, they just clean house. And if you look at the score right now, 5-1.
That's game. That's kind of game. I'm not gonna lie.
That's kind of game, right?
That's a big throw.
That's kind of it. Wow. Double kill. Bam.
7-1. So this is.
I wonder
7-1,
why they
20
did
minutes
that.
into the game.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, guys. TSM doesn't win this game.
TSM didn't win.
Oh, really?
Wow.
TSM doesn't win this game, and I'll show you right here too as well. Boom. So here's the score. It's 13-6 for TSM, but the only condition is that you can see right here, Dignitas has all the dragons. So Dardoch has not been, doing that well kill wise. He's 1-4 down here, as you can see. But they got the dragons. And
yeah, those OBJs are big.
Yeah, it's 35 minutes in, and all you need at this point is a pick. So
yeah,
Power of Evil sees Dardoch over the wall here, and Sword Art is coming around for the flank as Alistar. So Dardoch.
Was that an? Oh, go ahead.
So Power of Evil throws out his Chaos Storm. Sword Art engages onto the Rel, but look at this Kai'Sa right here. So Kai'Sa walks in. Kai'Sa just gets deleted, and that's your AD carry gone for TSM.
Wow.
So now you see all these lowish health bars from the side of Dignitas. So you see like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like they're all very low. But now you have no AD carry to do any damage. So Dignitas end up winning this fight. They take down every single member of TSM and they chase down the support. And from there, they just run it down mid and they win the game.
Wow.
They won the game off that play right there.
Yeah. And they won the game off that play right there. And there was actually a controversial tweet by TSM posted right after the game. I don't know if you guys saw that.
I saw
it.
Mr. Gafford say something about it, I think. But
we're not going to show it on the show because it could trigger some stuff. But it was kind of like, how'd this get through?
Really?
It was a meme, and it was just very poor taste, I say. And especially like after a loss, like I understand like sometimes like those can like trigger like some like negative emotions, but like the fact that a professional organization is tweeting a photo of like suggestive content,
that goes back to I think that right now in the world of esports, everyone needs to be playing their cards right and perfectly in order for esports to get more mainstream recognition, and stuff like that just does not help at all. So that's really disappointing.
It's a very poor taste in my opinion. But
sucks.
yeah. And then today and tomorrow we have some banger of games.
Today we have a great lineup.
Yeah.
Do you have times for games?
Three. Do you want to do CST?
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So CST, it's. I think the game that I'm gonna look for is at 5 p.m. CST. It's C9 versus Team Liquid.
Ooh, okay.
Well, that sounds nice.
It's a hype game because if TL wins, I think they get second place.
Yeah.
Or they tie for second at least.
They tie.
Because we have 5 teams tied for second right now.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That kind of just shows. Yeah,
so these wins are very, very, very important because we only have this week and next week left.
You guys.
And then that goes into the spring
spring finals.
Spring finals. Okay.
We'll be after next week.
Playoffs, baby. Let's go.
Playoffs, baby.
It's exciting. Yeah.
What other
tensions will be high.
C9 TL? What other games are today?
We have TSM versus 100 Thieves, and these are both teams that are, kind of like on like a rocking edge. Like we just talked about, Ryoma coming in for Demonte. We're talking TSM just threw the biggest lead
basically just
in
threw
a while.
Yeah.
13-6.
Yeah. Who do you predictions with these games coming up? So starting with, I guess we could start with Team Liquid into C9.
I'm gonna have to go with C9.
I'm gonna have to go with C9 too.
Yeah, I think C9 is just a cut above the rest.
This could genuinely be
so
a C9 year, and which is funny because we said it was 100 Thieves year.
At the very beginning.
At the very beginning, it was 100 Thieves year, but
yeah, it's totally viable to say
which
that
you loved it. I don't know. I feel like C9 is such a fan favorite team, always has been.
Yeah.
So for them to be, it brings a little bit more hype, I think, with C9, and I think 100 Thieves would be too. Someone said in chat that 100 Thieves is a clothing company with an esports team. I think 100 Thieves does. 100 Thieves has a very, very big fan base, and so does C9. So I think that either or team being on top would have brought a lot of hype to the LCS. But I think it's cool that it's C9. I think when players first kind of get introduced to esports and the LCS, C9 is definitely one of the first teams that they hear about.
Oh, absolutely.
Or see the C9 logo.
C9, TSM, and I'd probably say Team Liquid for at least League of Legends.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's not even League of Legends. It's almost like every other esport game, too.
Yeah.
They're so just deep
on
into
top
it.
of it. Yeah. So it's cool.
And then with the 100 Thieves and the TSM game, who do you think is going out on top?
I gotta say TSM.
Really?
I'm gonna disagree.
I'm gonna disagree with you as well. I think 100 Thieves Thieves will pull it through.
I think that 100 Thieves bot lane is their strongest point, but that's also TSM's strongest point.
Yeah.
And I think TSM's bot lane is not better, but I think they can hold their own.
I can see TSM really coming in and wanting to clean up, but I think 100 Thieves. I want 100 Thieves. That's what I want.
What do you think, Spell?
It's just, if you saw yesterday's game against Evil Geniuses, even though they lost, the fact that Someday just broke Impact's legs multiple times.
Someday did really well.
Someday did such a good job in the top lane. So
I will give him that. If Someday plays like he did yesterday, it's 100 Thieves win. Because I don't think even Ryoma Inting can lose them the game. Yeah. But if Huni gets a good game, it's 100 Thieves or it's TSM all the way.
Yeah, I honestly think it's an 0-3 week for TSM because they're versing 100 Thieves today and they're versing Cloud9 tomorrow.
I don't think so. I think this game is a top diff. It's gonna be a top diff this game.
I
guess
that's what's gonna decide the game by far.
I think audience, if you wanted to start watching LCS, I think today would be the day.
Today would be the day.
Today has
5 p.m. Central. Yeah. Don't forget to have your Twitch hooked up to for Twitch Prime or not Twitch Prime.
Your league skins, correct?
The league, yeah. The league Prime, so you can get drops and stuff and whatever while you're watching the LCS. Don't forget about that. But I do want to say thank you to our pro analysts. Our pro LCS analysts, seeing them every week. We will see them next week as well. to recap these games that are going on today, and then predictions for the last week.
Yep.
Of the season. So
I'm excited to be right next week.
Yes.
Oh.
We'll come back next week and see if who was right about our predictions and stuff. So
sounds good.
You guys have a great weekend. Thanks for hanging out with us.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yep.
Bye. Oh, LCS.
Alrighty. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Yeah, that's I like the I like how we're closing in on the spring finals. I think it's gonna be really intense in the next couple weeks.
I do too. This was I believe this time last year. Was it spring finals? Whatever was in Dallas, we really wanted to go, and then we didn't because of COVID. I think it was actually summer finals.
Might have been summer. I think last year that I was in. I think I went to the St. Louis.
You went to St. Louis. Everyone went to St. Louis, okay?
Yeah.
Everyone went to St. Louis. There's so many people in our community that's like, I was at St. Louis. I was at St. Louis. I was at St.Louis. You were all at St. Louis at the same time. And you didn't know?
Yeah. That was a great time.
Yes. Next, we have on our lineup something that I never keep track of.
Your mom went to St. Louis?
Patch Notes 11.5. Patch notes.
You never keep track of patch notes?
Look. They don't affect me a whole lot. They do, but I pretend that they don't. But we do have two professional patch notes hosts here. We haven't seen them.
Quote, unquote.
We haven't seen them since 2 weeks ago. Inverse and Casino, LOL.
What's up?
Also known as Sean.
How's it going,
Casino.
fellas?
Hello, hello, Jay.
Hello.
We have a couple of big changes to talk about this patch.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially for bruisers and assassins.
And Twitch.
I think it'll be big.
Yes, interesting item changes, I'd say.
Mm-hmm.
I think the item changes this patch are the biggest, are some of the biggest changes, so I'm excited to see.
A pretty systematic change. Like, playing against these champions will feel significantly different.
Mm-hmm.
They'll feel like almost like different champions. I mean, first off, right, Sean, the Stridebreaker change, like...
Oh, yeah. I think the Stridebreaker adjustment, as they call it, is definitely more of a buff, I would say.
Yeah.
Just to go over the numbers itself, the slash damage dash range is actually up to 300 from 200. Mm-hmm. The dash speed is slightly increased. The slow has been slightly decreased, so it's 60% down to 40%, and the damage is down by 75%.
Yeah. So just to be clear, I think the speed buff is there simply to compensate for the fact that the range was increased. So when you use the ability, like actually how it feels within your combo shouldn't feel that different, right? You're going more distance in a faster like speed, so the whole time of the animation should feel the same. So if you're worried about like how your combos feel with the item, they should feel it's
so what specific champs? I know you probably would have mentioned this a little later, but what specific champs is this affecting right now? Like what is
do you have an infographic that you want to share, Casino, or I could pull up the patch note infographic here?
Oh yeah, just pull up the patch note infographic, I think.
Okay.
Yep.
Just so
That's a very good.
Yeah.
Sorry, just to answer Jay's question, that's a very good point to bring up. Actually, just before the show came, I decided to hop into a game with Fiora. And it felt absolutely amazing to have that little boost of range. And if you guys are familiar with Fiora, her ultimate requires you to be able to walk around an enemy champion to be able to proc all the marks. With the Stridebreaker, not only are they getting slowed, but you're able to reposition yourself in a way that to hit all the marks.
There we go.
It feels absolutely amazing. Like, highly suggest this to be bought on someone like Fiora.
Sorry,
and
it still won't work.
In general, sorry, what?
His stream wasn't working.
There we go. There we go. Yeah, I kept pausing. There we go.
Yeah. So in general, Stridebreaker is there to give bruisers that extra burst of mobility and lockdown that many of them are sorely missing, right? So champions that don't necessarily need tankiness or like sustain or damage, like they already have that in their kit, they're gonna really like this new Stridebreaker change, right? So let's think of champions that like once they get their hands on you, they basically one-shot you, right? Champions that are really benefiting right now from this item are like Urgot, Darius, Garen, and Kled.
I have seen a lot of Urgot.
They get on you, and like let's think about Urgot, right, or Darius, right? They've got those like flips, those E's. Like once they're on you, they're onto you, right?
Yeah.
Like, right. And so that for Urgot, right? That slow nerf or whatever, it doesn't matter, right? Like you might be 20% less slow, but you're getting flipped over his back and stunned behind him and getting one shot, right? So it's like it doesn't matter for him, right? So these champions that basically just need to get on you and then they win,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So Strikebreaker's huge for that. Yeah, absolutely.
And so we're seeing it in the stats too. Like Darius, Urgot are both tearing up the meta right now. Garen was already kind of overpowered with this item. He's more overpowered somehow.
Yeah, I've seen a lot. Garen is really big too. Yeah, you don't see him as often in some of the, I would say like Gold Plus maybe. But absolutely, Garen's such an easy champion to play. So any like beginners or even like lower elo players who are trying to like probably climb in top lane, Garen's probably a safe pick. Just because like of the Strikebreaker buffs.
Yeah,
alone,
and he's so oppressive to play against, especially if you're like an AD carry or an enchanter, right? Like in those mid-game team fights where he's Wing and getting that damage reduction, right? He's walking through your front line, just Strikebreaking and silencing, going spinning around and arming onto you. And like, what are you supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
I will.
Yeah. Sorry, go ahead.
Is there anything specific
it's a good thing I'm a master
that on these champs that you see here in the nerfs and buffs list that you're happy or like really sad about? I'm sad that I see Master Yi is getting a buff. That is so disappointing.
I'll speak to that really quick because I posted a TikTok with it was like a meme TikTok of Master Yi getting a buff alongside Rageblade. As you know, Master Yi with Rageblade's pretty mean, and it got a lot of attention, but. Honestly, Master Yi has been running a lot of Duskblade lately, so I mean, Rageblade is still a good pick with him, but Master Yi for low elo is always a pretty solid pick.
Such a solid pick.
Because nobody can ever play against it. No one, you really have to chain CC him at a certain time. So I mean, like, I think Master Yi is a good pick at this point, just because, especially on low elo, you can always kind of snowball and start to carry games with him.
And if you're in that gold to plat, like almost diamond range, watch out for funnel, right? Funnel is always lurking in the back there, right? It's kind of a little bit weaker this season than it was last season. But I mean, it's funnel, you guys gotta watch out for it. Unless you have a team comp specifically designed to counter it, it kind of works independently of its team. That Taric E, that Master Yi Q interaction, that untargetable stun, the R. Just watch out for it. When he has a DPS to shred through your front line, like these e-buffs, just watch out for the strategy. If you see a Targi, it's best to dodge, usually.
Yeah, because, on the note of, like, funnel, most of the time your guys are going to be seeing funnel and low elo. It's most likely going to be Smurf. Like,
so at that point,
the low elo players and people that are just starting off the game, they're not going to know what funnel is. These are going to be players who are clearly on Smurf accounts. So don't feel bad if you do end up losing against it.
Yeah, by like a 27-1 Master Yi player who's like a diamond degen boosting accounts for money. It's usually what it is, right?
Now, I will say I'm sad to see Miss Seraphine's getting nerfed. Why? What is that? Do you guys
still
know
think
what
she's
that is?
relevant, but I can let you speak to it.
Yeah, the thing about this patch is it's the playoffs patch, right? This is the patch that we're going to be playing LCS playoffs off. So a lot of these nerfs, right, and buffs you're going to be seeing are more targeted at kind of high elo. Right? Like, think about, like, Azir. Azir is not broken in, like, in gold, or even in diamond, honestly. He's not broken,
He's a difficult champion to play.
Right.
He's too difficult. But at pro, he's basically a one lane, if you get the pick on him, right? Because he's so safe, the way he zones, right? If you're good at him, he just wins trades, and there's nothing you can do about it. And so Seraphine's the same way, right? It's like, she's really strong at pro play, like that are those coordinated big redemptions on a 12-second cooldown, right? Like...
I'm gonna be honest.
Most of what they're nerfing here.
Seraphine was sitting in a very overpowered place for a very long time. She is an S+ tier bot laner right now, and I think the nerf to her ultimate is gonna be pretty significant, but I think it's well deserved.
So what is the nerf? What
did they nerf on her?
Yeah, so the specific numbers, they nerfed her ultimate cooldown by 20 seconds at level 1, 10 seconds at level 2, and then at max level it's still the same. So basically, early game, you're when you're popping your Seraphine ulti and like catching 5 people in it in one go, that's gonna be happening a lot less.
It's a 3-minute cooldown now. It's a whole 3 minutes. That's a pretty long time.
That is a long time, but it's so impactful. So
it is.
If you are playing support in lower elo, or I mean even up to higher elo, obviously it's using that ultimate like. You have to be safer with using it, but it can be so impactful. It can literally turn a team fight so easily, and you can honestly throw it from a mile away, and you might end up hitting somebody like halfway across the map because it goes so far.
It does feel like it goes crazy far. Yeah, go ahead.
So her note damage, the passive, if you guys know, like it's when she casts spells with allies nearby or just by herself, right? She gets bonus auto attack range and damage. That the cut, right, is you're gonna be feeling it noticeably in the early game, which I think is a good thing.
Absolutely.
Because enchanters are traditionally, we say, you know, you're kind of weaker in the early game, and when you get your cooldown reduction and heal and shield and your items, right, that's when like Soraka or whoever, or Sun or whatever is letting your whole team never die, right? So these champions should be weaker in the early game to compensate for that big, you know, late game champion fantasy, right? So when we're talking about that, her note damage was frankly kind of oppressive in the early game. Yeah, it's a good thing that they nerfed it.
Yeah, I think she might be in a healthier place now. I won't lie to you guys. There was a period of time where I was playing ranked where I banned Seraphine every single game because I knew just how impactful she was.
It's just not balanced, man.
I was definitely a picker ban for me as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good idea.
I really want to play her in Clash tonight. Yeah, go ahead, Christina.
Let's go ahead and talk about the Serpent's Fang changes. I think this is a really big one, especially for a lot of us. If you're not liking Seraphine, if you don't like these enchanters, this is a great item to build.
Yeah, because it's a really big, it's a shield meta too. It's honestly shield and empowerment meta. So
yeah, with things like shield bow, gargoyle stone plate, as well as Steric's Gauge running rampant on Summoner's Rift right now, I think Serpent's Fang with its new updated ability is gonna make a huge impact just shutting those champions down.
Sean, can you go ahead and tell us like what the updated changes were?
Yeah, so previously Serpent's Fang's ability was when you dealt damage to an enemy that had shields on them, you would deal an additional portion of damage. So it'd be like a flat amount of damage. But now, what Shield Reaver does is, after dealing damage to an enemy champion, not only do they gain less shields, but after they have that negative debuff on them, the next time you hit them, you chop off 50% of their shields as a melee champion, and then 25% of their shields as a ranged champion.
It's huge. That's actually really big.
Which is pretty enormous. Yeah. So the big thing I think is Serpent's Fang, and additionally to it, like, you know, having this amazing effect, like if you're dealing with the Serpent's Fang, if you're dealing with the Steric's Gauge or the Shield Bow or the Enchanters or Barrier, right, all these things, right, it's going to be really strong. But the big thing to consider about it is that it's an entire 400 gold cheaper than Youmuu's Ghostblade for 5 less 80, right? So if you don't feel like you're taking advantage of using that Ghostblade active or whatever, and they've got some shields, like, consider buying this as your second item over Youmuu's, right? So I would say that it's a pretty good idea.
Honestly, yeah, I would say with Serpent's Fang in this patch, with Darius, Strybreaker, well, not Strybreaker and particularly, but with Steric's Gauge, and it really being like I said, a shielding and enchantment type of like meta. Honestly, I think Serpent's Fang is huge. I think that's such a big buff and one of my favorites that came out of the patch.
Yep.
And I'm glad. Sorry, you go ahead.
Oh, no, I was gonna say we were talking about a couple of champions that this would impact, like particularly in the mid lane. But I just thought about it a bit more now. But imagine you're up against someone like Yasuo or Yone. Both of them naturally gain shields with their Yone with his W, and then Yasuo with his passive ability.
I didn't even think about the Yasuo passive. Yeah,
and Shield Bow as well.
And Shield Bow as well.
Yeah.
Imagine you're playing like Talon or Zed or something. You buy that second item, that shield basically doesn't exist for them anymore.
Yeah,
you're gonna be breaking them.
Yeah.
And
so
I think it's just really good. It's more options, right? Like I love, like part of I think the whole like intention behind this Mythic update was like we want to give more players options and like control over the games. Like, oh, I see this on the enemy team, I want to build this item to stop it, right? And so oftentimes I felt like Serpent's Fang wasn't a satisfying way to deal with shields, right? Like, sure, I might deal 150 bonus AD, right? You know, at rank 16 with like 50 lethality, right?
You just weren't capitalizing on it.
The Steric's Gauge is a 5,000 HP shield. I don't know how much more that's doing for me.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So I think
essentially,
it's functioning as like grievous wounds for shields, right?
Yeah.
That's a really good change. It's an option we didn't have before, and I'm really glad that they did it.
Yeah. So if you're struggling with killing tanks, killing, you know, with the Lulu on the other team, with anyone who's shielding, Sona's, or not Sona's, but I would say like a Jaina, right? I don't know if it works on Jaina's passive or Jaina's ability on towers or not. But
oh yeah, I don't know.
I don't know if that works or
only
not.
Champions. I would say
Probably champions.
Only champions. Okay. But if you're dealing with those, definitely running an assassin like mid lane, Serpent's Fang's the way to go for sure.
Yeah. Remember, this is more targeted at bruisers, I feel, than tanks. Right? If you're talking about pure tanks, obviously the armor pen is going to be what you're going to be looking for, right?
Right. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk about Udyr nerfs.
Oh gosh. Yeah, I think both Casino and I have the same sentiment of Udyr just being an incredibly not fun champion to play against.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, Udyr spends most
Have you
of the
been
time...
run down?
Yes. So I was trying to use like a description of what Udyr feels like, and I was trying to compare him with someone like Hecarim. Like Hecarim is like a monster truck.
Yeah.
This man is just incredibly fast. He just runs you over like a monster truck, and you're flattened by the time like within seconds.
Yeah.
Whereas Udyr is much more like I don't know, like a snow plow or something.
He was
and he's just slowly pushing against you.
a full clear done so fast. Like
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways.
His clear ability is incredibly fast. He's so tanky, and he moves at an incredible speed. Even if you manage to pin him down with hard CC, this man is still zooming away at the speed of light.
The god
And
here.
it feels like, oddly enough, right, for a champion with such a simple kit, it feels like he has too many options, right? Like he moves so fast, right? Like it's like either he walks in, right, and he hits you with his stun, right, and then the fight's good, right, and then you're running away, right? The stun has a cooldown, obviously, it's like 2 or 3 seconds or whatever, but he's just still running at you, right? And then he stuns you again, and then you're fucking running through the entire Summoner's Rift, right? And he stuns you again, and like even though he's not doing that much damage, I guess, right? It's so
annoying. Yeah.
And he never dies, and he does 10 quadrillion damage, and it's like
someone in chat, Set said he chooses which fights he takes, and he can disengage on command.
Too many options. That's what I was saying.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and he's like very punish free, so you can never really punish.
So what is his nerf? What are they doing to him?
Very good question. So their health, they're decreasing the health growth from 99 health to 92. This is gonna make him a lot squishier, hopefully allowing for opportunities for when we actually do catch Udyr with his pants down to actually be able to kill him. Yeah. And then on top of that, his Phoenix stance is getting a big nerf to his damage over time. So not the actual burst damage, but the DOT of it. So it's gonna be more targeted toward his clear.
And remember, this is a pretty big change, I guess, especially to tank Udyr, because tank Udyr tends to not build AT until like 3rd or 4th item.
Yeah.
Right, where like maybe after your DMP and your Turbo Chem tank, you're building Lichbane or Magi Soul Stealer or like one of those items to boost his damage. It's not a nerf to that. It's the base damage nerf should really hurt his early game, I think.
Can you see Udyr going back and forth in patch notes and stuff and buffs and nerfs and whatnot because he's getting a rework, or do you think maybe this will settle him and he'll be a little less talked about? Or do you think, I don't know, do you think he was as strong as he was because they're like, oh, he's getting this rework, let's put him in the spotlight for a while?
No,
or...
I don't think he's been touched very much lately, right?
Yeah,
so I think it's because other champions were getting nerfed around him, and so like the jungle meta was getting changed around, and so he naturally came up as like a stronger pick.
Yeah.
Just from other nerfs.
On top of that, Sheppard, it was also the inclusion of something like Turbo Chem Tank.
Right. Yes.
To an item that just turns him into a train.
And even before the Turbo Chem Tank like synergy was discovered, like even at the very beginning of Season 11, people were saying like Stride Breaker Udyr, right? Prowler's Claw Udyr, like giving Udyr these options to get onto people that he didn't have before, I think is what's made it strong. Obviously, he's being buffed, right? He wasn't buffed in preseason. He was buffed in Season 10, right? Like he was on OP in Season 10. He was like decent in Season 10. People were like, if you're low elo, if you're a silver jungler, like and you want to take over your games, you can play this champ.
You can hard clear with him,
He is. It's just a new item. He synergizes well with them. It was like Amumu, right? Like Amumu did not get buffed into preseason, and that's not the reason he had 60% win rate. It was because Sunfire was strong. And
he became a microwave. Yeah.
Right. It was like yeah, literally with the Baron just sitting on top of it. No, don't even have your W on. Right? Yeah.
Okay, so how about we move on and go to your guys' top picks of each lane for this patch?
Yeah, I think we're gonna start off in the top lane because do you want to go ahead with your?
Yeah, I'll go ahead. So I think both of us the biggest change in the top lane obviously is Stride Breaker, right? Giving these champions, I think what's key to understand with Stride Breaker now is that the dash range is long enough that you can now use it to dodge key abilities, right? So now it's not just right like, hey, I'm gonna run at their AD carry, right? Like because that's what Stride Breaker was used for, right? And then like in lane, it's like. I mean,
so what we can do is, as a Darius, we can dodge Jay's, Lux's snares now.
Yeah, exactly.
Essentially.
Yeah, specifically only Jay, right? The item doesn't work unless Jay
look. You think you can dodge him. You can't.
Yeah, and I remember, so my first pick for this top lane is going to be Set. I think that Set is one of those champions who beats you when he's on you. Right, he loves those fights. He loves just going ham. And so when he gets that Stride Breaker on you, I feel that like the lockdown's really good. He's pretty easy to play. He does a ton of damage with the Bork build. I think that you should, especially if you're. He has a good matchup spread, I think, right now in the current top lane. He does decently against most Bruisers. He does decently against most Juggernauts. He does very well into a couple of tanks. So I think that you should try him out. Pretty easy, pretty strong. Great teamfight utility, big W shields.
Sweet. Awesome.
Nice.
Sean?
So I think my pick for top lane is definitely going to be Urgot. Guys,
I'm gonna agree.
Yeah, I'm not in sales or anything, but I'm gonna try my best to sell this champion to you because he is so dummy easy. Like this is the type of champion where you can like you pick up Stridebreaker with him, you Stridebreaker into the enemy. There's not only are they slow, but you're in range for your E. Your E is a knock-up and a stun. It's 2 in 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. And a reposition. They're flipped behind your back. Yeah. Into your team.
Reposition. It's absolutely insane. And then you don't have to auto attack with this champion. You just press the W button at max level.
It requires no skill. Yeah, I mean not no skill, but it doesn't require as much detail to actually do well with him.
Yeah. Do you guys find yourselves canceling your auto attacks often? Pick up Urgot, guys. You don't
Oh man, that's me all day.
Yeah.
And I think the best part about Urgot personally is that if you want to put your time into his champion and get better at him, right, he becomes so astronomically strong once you're very good at him. Because Urgot, if you guys don't know, with his W, it's like it's the machine gun, right? So he's got the machine gun knees. He gets to shoot repeatedly. Once you've hit level 9, right? If you guys like, you know, I'm partially an Urgot main, right? He's one of my my 2-trick, right? Like if you guys are good enough at him, right, you can cancel his W with his auto attack to literally just double his DPS, right? So
yeah, there's a lot of
if you want to start with Urgot, right, and you're just leaving your W on, right, he's already one-shotting you. Right, so when you just literally double his DPS by going dot 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 auto dot 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 auto, right? Like it's not balanced. He just isn't balanced around that kind of damage.
Now we have a really good question in chat before we move on. Hungry Jack asked, "How do you think these nerfs are going to affect Pro?" I know you said that these nerfs and buffs were kind of
around
playoffs and stuff. Just really fast. How do you think this will affect the Pro play at all? Do you think we'll see a big? I don't know.
I think the big ones to watch out for pro play this patch are like obviously Seraphine.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But also I think watch out for Gragas and watch out for Azir. Gragas has been kind of low key replacement for Renekton in the top lane. Renekton is always traditionally like a very stable, like good first pick, right? And especially with Tank Gragas just rushing tier, right? He wasn't running out of mana. He basically had infinite sustain with his passive, right? And he's really strong in teamfights. He's got the E, he's got the Q. I think that watch out. I think you're going to be seeing less Gragas. I think this is one of those nerfs where it's like pro play, like all these teams kind of internally have their own meta, right? Like they have their coaches and they're thinking like, okay, what do I think it's going to be? What is going to be strong, right? Depending on how correct that vision is, usually that's how well they do.
Yeah.
Right? So I bet you're gonna see like in LCS or whatever, like half the teams are gonna be like, Gragas's mana costs are too bad now. He has no sustain. This champion is dog shit. We're not gonna play it.
Yeah.
And the other half, they're gonna just keep playing it. They're like, this is too safe. It's strong. It's good.
I don't have anything
Sean,
as
your
like
thoughts,
in depth of that, but it kind of boils down to whether or not these champions become like perma-ban or perma-pick. Like you either ban it or you pick it. And I think these nerfs are trying to aim it towards like putting these champions in a place where they're not gonna be like, you know, getting perma-banned or perma-picked.
Yeah.
It's like more trying to balancing out everything if they can. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure a few weeks
picked.
ago, Seraphine had like a 100% pick ban rate in the LCS.
Yes.
Yeah.
There we go.
It's just it does too much damage. It does too much healing.
Sadly. Anyways, let's move on to the jungle. What are your top picks for the jungle from both of you?
All right. My top pick for the jungle is Shaco. Right now, Shaco is one of those champions that I feel does extraordinarily well in low elo because people's mentals aren't good and they're not watching out for the gank path, right?
That's fact.
I think part of what makes Shaco difficult is like learning his clear strategy. Like he has a very specific clear. Once you get that down, I think the margin of error on that has been reduced significantly. So he does more damage to monsters now, right? Through his I think it's his Jack in the Box bonus damage. Right, so his clear is much better, right? His win rate is reflecting it, and you know, if you understand this creative's gank paths, you can tilt the enemy laners out of control. I mean, like, how many times have you been like Lux mid or something, like, or like some control mage with no easy gank escape, right? And you're literally like level 1 in lane, and the Shaco does red buff, and he comes by and he puts a box behind you and you die.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
so
then
that's something to
level
call
3,
out
he
for.
comes and he puts a
So-
box behind you and you
So
die.
if
That's
you're
something to call out
if
for a lot
you're
of players.
if you're a jungle player and you like to gank, you should try out Shiko if you haven't yet. If you,
Yeah.
Sean, what about you? What's your top jungle?
And just for the sake of time, I'm going to keep this short. But if you guys can't tell, I use that monster truck, sort of reference to Hecarim. This champion is an absolute monster still.
Yes.
Like you are going to be running over people with this. You know, you just spam your Q. You just like run up to people and like.
I think
plow them
Hecarim's
over.
my top jungle pick.
And
Who I
on
would
top
want
of
on my team. Yeah.
Guys, if you're gonna pick up Hecarim now, though, try out the Turbo Chem Tank build. It's not bad.
You one-shot them. Bonus AD with the bonus movement speed. Pow! They're just dead. Right?
Sublime.
There hasn't been
mid lane.
mid lane. There hasn't been
Yeah.
much changes, but top picks for the mid lane casino.
My pick is Zillion. I think Zillion is incredibly strong, scaling into the mid to late game. Also, his early game, I think a lot of fights, right, especially like in the elo we were playing it, are decided by early skirmishes.
Mid lane
right? So,
Zillion?
Those 2v2s with the enemy, with your jungler and the enemy jungler, the amount of enabling he gives, the target access, the stuns, the AoE. I think he's really, really strong in conjunction with your jungler. Right?
Yeah.
So I think that his lane controls really well too. He's very ironclad lane phase. Like it's hard to kill him, right?
Yeah.
If he wants to, he just runs away. So yeah, pick him up. He's strong. He's good. Lots of utility. Lots of control over your games.
Guys,
Sean?
okay, so my pick for the mid lane is going to be Kassadin. The reason being,
I'm gonna agree with that too.
Castle
Actually,
win.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Kassadin's
agree with that.
ever the buff for the previous patch for Everfrost has brought a lot of mid lane mages back into prominence.
Oh god.
With the mages coming back, Kassadin is going to have a really, really easy time completely destroying them in lane and then in late game as well. So if you're looking for a champion that kind of counters the meta right now, pick up Kassadin. It's an easy win.
Yeah,
And he also
and
just
something to
benefits
call
from-
out with him is that he's not so strong early, but once you get into about like 10 minutes plus, maybe 15 minutes, you pick up like a kill or two. He's literally one of the strongest snowballers in the game. Like he snowballs extremely fast,
Kassadin, level
and
16.
it's so hard to stop.
You're lost.
Yeah, and even level
GG.
16.
It's
Go next.
Even
level
before level
11.
16,
You're done.
it's
Level
been really
11.
strong.
Yeah.
It's level 11 and Ludens, and then he's just.
It's
out of
really
control.
strong, yeah.
Sucks.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 16 you don't even have to talk about it. It's
Bot
like,
lane.
okay,
Go, go,
whatever,
go.
man. Yeah, my ADC pick is gonna be Tristana. I think Tristana is, especially in low elo, people aren't used to like high engage, like level 2 bot laners. She does just such a truckload of damage, right? When you've got Immortal Shield or Kraken Slayer or Gale Force, it doesn't matter. Those bombs are gonna be hurting. They're gonna be doing so much damage. So much
they
AoE
hurt.
We
damage.
love a good Tristana
Right.
moment.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
They hurt.
Sean,
yes.
what about you?
But yeah, mine's a bit of an unorthodox pick. It's gonna be Veigar bot lane. I know it's not an AD carry, it's not a like attack damage carry. It's an AP carry, but it's in the bot lane. Main reason is because of Everfrost. I know people are gonna be like, "Oh, you can't get in range with Veigar to use Everfrost." It's pretty good. Like this.
I've seen more Veigars too. Yeah. I've seen Veigar as
And
well.
the extra health serves him well too, especially
Last-
with CB2
Absolutely.
skirmishes. Yeah.
Last weekend alone, I think we were very scared, Sean. We played against your team for the Game Bug tournament, and we were like, God,
Yeah.
we gotta ban his Vigar.
Yeah,
It was just,
dude,
it was
Or
scary.
Vigar, however.
It was scary.
yeah, it's once Veigar gets rolling, there's really no stopping him.
Yeah. What about
Yeah.
your support picks?
I think support. So my pick, I know this is traditionally something we consider for a higher elo, but my pick is going to be Bard. I think that Bard is extraordinarily strong right now. He's at one of the highest win rates he's ever been at. He's sitting at a 53% win rate. He does amazing with basically every single support item out there, whether it's Locket, whether it's Moonstone, whether it's Imperial Mandate. Every single one synergizes so well with his kit. And I think that the key thing is that he's kind of a counter to meta champion right now, right? A lot of engaged supports are tending to be really strong. You're seeing a lot of Leona, you're seeing a lot of Rel, especially Rel, very, very oppressive in the bot lane. I think Bard being able to neuter that engage with his Q, with his R especially, being able to neuter those 4-man dives that you're going to be seeing a lot, and being able to have control over your games, it's going to take a bit of time to get used to him. Right, but once you understand what's happening, once you understand when the enemy wants to go in on you, being able to counter those engages is really strong. Also, right, obviously in low elo, your AD carries are gonna have like a little bit of severe brain damage. That's okay. It happens to the best of us, right? If your AD carry is being really bad, just leave him, right? Just say to the wolves you go, and you
Goodbye.
go mid lane and you kill their Katarina over and over, right?
Easy
You have
peasy.
so many options as Bard, right?
Yeah.
And I think it's really strong.
Yeah.
Sean, what do you
final?
Mhm.
Yes, sorry to interrupt you there. Final pick in the bot lane for me is going to be Leona, primarily because she's getting a new skin.
Yeah.
That new skin-
Work it. Work
it's-
the new skin.
It's
Her
it's
lipstick is so
I think-
glorious.
I want to call out someone. I think it was Ramus in chat mentioned that Alistar he thinks is a top pick in bot lane as well. And I personally have seen a lot of Alistar as well.
Yeah,
I mean,
we saw it on the
what are your
LCS.
thoughts on that?
Yeah.
Very powerful
LCS.
as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And especially if a good understanding of the map, good understanding of like when and where you can roam, right? It's so oppressive in the top lane. Like you're playing like Urgot or whatever, level 4, and you just got Alistar ganked out. Like what the hell are you supposed to do?
Yeah, with those movies, it's like, disgusting.
When Alistar
Absolutely.
and Leona go together, because they both just have that engage, and it's scary. Scary. Well, patch notes. Lovely to see you, as always, every 2 weeks. Here to give us the rundown, here to give us some tips and tricks for what you should be playing in your games. Good luck. Thanks for hanging out with us for a little bit. And we will see you
Thanks, Sean.
2 weeks from now for 11.6.
I'll see y'all later.
Awesome.
All right,
Bye,
thanks for having
guys.
us.
Bye, guys. Thanks, guys.
Alrighty. Next,
So
I am done watching your stream, by the way. Your screen.
Oh, okay. I can go ahead and stop streaming that. Yep.
So our next segment is something I'm so excited for. So we kind of rotate host each week, and we're kind of trying to think of really fun segments to do. Last week we did top 5 champs to like have a foot fetish, or top 5 champs you'd want on your dodgeball team. This week I thought it would be really cool if myself, Sheppard, Wondermelo, and Lucy Lids Lydia planned our perfect Runeterran vacation. I'm very, very excited for this. I think it'll teach a little bit about lore, something that I absolutely love. I have my Realms of Runeterran book here. If you haven't picked this up, you totally should. It's on Amazon. And there's Wonder now, and we are gonna get into this. I made a PowerPoint, and she's there in her Sivir cosplay book.
Yes.
Look at
I brought
you.
some pizza with me, you know?
I don't
There
have
you
any
go.
money to pay for it. I don't have any money to pay for it. Sorry. Why did I
Love
order?
it.
Did you order a pizza?
Then why did you order the pizza? Hello, Lydia. Hello. Those of you that don't know, I know some of you have seen Wonder before, but Lydia has been helping in the background with some Twitch production and setting up our social medias and our email that you can send clips and stuff into. So she is here for the first time on the Pisslo Show, planning her vacation. But let's go ahead and start with our Sivir. Wonder, what would be your perfect Runeterran vacation?
I think Wonder
Okay, let's
doesn't.
Just go and
Okay,
get
there we
the
go.
Screen share
Yes.
up. All right, I got a image that
Let's
I
see
made.
this.
Very artistic. Okay.
Heck
So
yeah.
I call this business in the front, party in the back,
Mhm.
which is being in the middle of Piltover
my.
and Zon. So for during the daytime, I'm gonna go with my boy Ezreal, who's a fuckboy. So I don't want to bring him to the clubs and stuff, but he does know a lot about
Partying.
museums and architecture. Like I feel like he could really like tell me about that.
Yeah.
And just like especially because it's so fascinating. Like so much of Piltover is just like so fascinating with how it is. And I mean, he may steal a few things, but you know, that's up for him. I really want to be pretty spontaneous on this vacation. It is obviously like we are after a panini, and you know, like,
spur of
we
the
just wanna get
moment.
turd
Live a
sometimes.
little.
So,
Yeah.
So if I do see Seraphine, I am going to give her a scolding about being a performative activist and not actually like understanding social justice. So that's why she is the devil horns. Because we need to give her
She
a
is the
scolding.
devil.
She is the devil. She is the devil.
And I will never stop the Skarner memes. I don't care if they're retconned. They give me serotonin. They give me serotonin. So I will keep doing that.
Heck yeah.
And yes. And then after we're sort of surveying everything and everything looks pretty in the museums and Ezreal helped me, I'm gonna bring my boy down and also bring my girl Nico to get lit in the like speakeasy style nightclubs of Zon every single night. Now I'm actually, believe it or not, like more socially reserved, so I feel like especially Nico would sort of like help me get
Bring it out.
there.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's fun.
Well, the thing is, I mean, she could like be whoever you want her to be.
Exactly.
True,
I mean, she does
true.
not have to stay Nico, but I'm sure through Nico you'd probably meet Nidalee and have like a lot of fun in underground.
No, Nico's gonna tell me, teach me how to flirt with girls. It's gonna be a great time. Like,
She'll learn your Shoma. She'll learn your Shoma.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, I guess I probably would let Ez come down with us. So he'll probably end up hooking up with some rando girl in the club. And
I
we'll
can
never
see Ezreal.
Yeah.
I can see Ezreal being just the sloppiest drunk if you guys were to go down to a speakeasy.
He would not like be responsible.
No.
Like we're just like, oh well, he made us up with us in the morning because like,
no, it would
I
be this
never,
big.
like, trust him.
It would be you guys going down there to party, and Ezreal gets drunk and disappears, and then it's like one of those movies where you guys just spend the entire rest of the night trying to find Ezreal, and it takes you all over Zaun and Piltover.
That would
and there's just scenes of you guys going up and down the ladders because you're like, oh, he's up top, no he's down, no he's up top, no he's down.
Oh my gosh, I love
Straight out of Hungover.
Oh yeah, yes, your own your own Hangover movie. That would be hilarious.
Or Hangover, yeah.
That sounds like a very fun vacation.
Love it, Wonder.
Yes.
It's very nice.
Gotta get something a little different. You know?
Yes, Sheppard, would you like to go next?
Yes, mine is not going to be as detailed as Wonder. I didn't make any memes in this one. Let me go ahead and share my screen here. Can you see this?
It's loading. Yes.
Oh!
It's going too fast.
Oh my God! I just skipped through it all. Okay. Let me get here and let me go back into present. I did not know that's how that worked. Okay. So my Runeterran vacation would be going to Ishtal. I think I'm pronouncing that right? It's Ishtal.
Ishtal. Is it Ishtal?
I heard Ishtal.
Ishtal. Okay, I pronounce every single champion in the game and every single location
That's
wrong,
okay.
so
I do too.
Ishtal.
I do too. Don't worry.
Yeah. So, and I really picked this place because if we want to go through, you look at the picture on the left, it's really jungly. It seems like it's very like, I don't know, I wouldn't say ancient, but it is one of the more like
it reminds
original...
me of the Amazon, like
yeah,
you're going on
absolutely.
an expedition, or you're like Jurassic Park. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, I went to Chichen Itza in Mexico, and it really reminds me of like Chichen Itza a bit, where it's like the jungle ruins of like the Mayans and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
This kind of landscape, and I'll go through the pictures, but it kind of reminds me of that, and I really enjoyed that.
Yeah.
So my tour guide naturally is going to be Nidalee because I don't know, I can't even really explain why. But I'm a big simp for Nidalee. Big Nidalee fan here.
Don't let, you gotta watch out for Nico.
Yeah,
well,
me and Nico, we gonna see.
Second is Nico, and I don't know a lot about lore, a lot about into the background of Nico. All I know is that she can be whoever I want her to be, and that's all I need to know.
You don't want Nico to be Nico? That's fucked.
I mean, like she's cool too. She's really cool, but like
she's beautiful.
I kind of like. Yeah,
so her
lore
lore is like really sad. She's the last of her kind, and she like befriended Nidalee because she didn't know like what else to do. And she traveled with Nidalee and on like Nidalee's pack. I think that's her lore. But yeah, she's kind of like Fizz, where she's just the last of her kind, and she knows everybody's shomas. But I can see how fun she would be, even if you wanted her to turn into somebody else.
I mean, I thought she could just kind of put on a show.
She did. She traveled like everywhere, so she would be a very good person to show you around as well.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. See, I don't know these things, so it's great to actually kind of get some more detail into it. That's lovely. Yeah. I mean, and I didn't even know she was like friends with Nidalee like that. So that's perfect. That'd be two perfect tour guides right there.
She's
Heck yeah. That is where the friend thing came in, was that Nico had like literally nowhere else to turn, and she turned it. She found Nidalee. And
wait, did you say she's in love with Nidalee though?
Well, I mean, she does have a quote.
Might. Okay, so
she has a literal
we might have a problem.
We literally she does have an in-game quote about Nidalee. So she says she does.
That's why
talk
she
about
says that.
You would be the third wheel to Nico and Nidalee.
Oh my god. All right. Well,
That's okay.
I'll be
she's
more
the
prepared
canon
next time for this
lesbian,
one.
So
Now, Sheppard, I know you talked about maybe picking Ionia. Why didn't you go with Ionia?
I was looking at like both of them. So if we go, So if we go to the skin or the regions of Runeterra here.
Right.
Oh, let me go back and I'll full screen it. So I looked at Ishtal and like I was just looking down. I looked at the champions that were in it. I really liked, like, I play Nidalee, and I'm really comfortable with Nico being whoever she wants to be, and like we can like have a good time whatever she's doing. But like I don't know, it just reminded me of like a landscape of, it's very unique. It reminded me of the landscape of like me going to Mexico and like the tropical trees and whatnot. And if we go back to Ionia, it, like you said, it seemed a little dangerous.
Ionia's
but like it
dangerous.
It looks a little like, is it run down? Or is it like in like the jungle? I really don't know much about it.
I would say not run down. Ionia is just Blue Demon Rin explained it really well, but Ionia is kind of like sacred in the same sense as it's, I don't know. Yeah, there's a lot more like spirits and nature, kind of the whole respect for nature and stuff. There was the one cinematic with Akali and Shen where they a boy accidentally chops down like a spirit tree, and the tree looks a lot like Blue Buff, which is weird. But he upsets like the spirit of the tree of nature, and I think that's like the dangerous sense, is that you could overstep something and not even know and be killed for it. So I
would absolutely like have to run to the restroom or something. There's not gonna be a bathroom around. I like piss on a tree that literally like,
and then you're gonna get
I'm gonna like
whacked.
be haunted for the rest of my life. So
exactly.
That's like a good point. But it looks pretty. Like I don't know if these are cherry blossoms that are falling. But this is what I think of whenever I think of Ionia, is these like trees with the leaves falling, and it's kind of like looking mystical. So it looked really nice, but I ultimately went with Ishtal. Yeah, or Ishtal.
I like the Ishtal pick. Very, very unique. I think it's an underrated kind of region in Runeterra for sure.
Get one with nature, one with the jungle.
Do you have any more pictures of
Ishtal? I don't actually. I can only find
There's
a couple.
not a lot. So Ishtal, I'm gonna show. I'm showing the screen. Let me go back to. So I have this book, and Shurima is here, but then Ishtal's right here. So it's on a coast of one of the big continents, but it does seem a bit smaller than kind of everywhere else. But yeah, I think that's really cool.
I love that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sheppard.
I need to pick up that book. I need to pick up that book. I need to educate myself.
Amazon. Look,
Runeterra.
I'm not sponsored, but Amazon. Okay, this book is awesome. Let's move on to Miss Lydia. I know.
Okay.
I think you said you made a PowerPoint as well.
I did.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I had very similar thoughts. So here is my. This is actually me. I'm just kidding. That's the random guy. Okay.
I was like, wow, I didn't see him. And
very similar thoughts as Sheppard. Ishtal is so beautiful. This is like the kingdom, I guess, and it's surrounded by forests, jungle.
Yeah.
I thought it was so pretty. It's beautiful. This is in Ishtal, the Vidalian, I think.
Mm-hmm.
They get a lot of. Well, I read the excerpt from it. It's like this place is magic, and they make material objects from the magic.
Yeah,
so,
it's like
Runeterra's.
It's like Runeterra's Wakanda.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Project said Ishtal is the Epcot ball of Runeterra. True.
Yeah, it's so underappreciated. And for my tour guide.
Yeah,
my girl.
Kiana. Yes,
Kiana.
She's so beautiful.
I love her so
I love that picture.
I think. Okay, this is her. We're going on a safari. She's driving.
That looks like the backwoods of Missouri.
The Midwest, yeah.
Oh, no. I don't want to think of it like that.
But no, love it. I'm in Ishtal right now. I'm in Ishtal.
Yeah.
So underappreciated.
Underappreciated place.
Oops, I'm on the wrong thing.
So if you guys don't know,
I love this.
This is the Riot. This is the Riot League of Legends website. You can go on there. You can look at all the regions. You can look at what champions are from each region. You can read the lore. They have all these designs of kind of like just the everyday people living at these places, and I think this website is so cool. This part of
I never knew this.
This
actually
is the coolest part to me. This is what really stood out because I think
that's the kind of
look at their culture.
That's the kind of stuff that is like in this book. Like they have weapons and
that is actually so neat.
Yeah.
Even
question.
The stories too.
Yeah.
Question about lore and whatnot. Do the stories behind champions and kind of what you read through all of this, does it influence who you want to play actually? Because personally, I've never been influenced by like a story, like a background behind a champion.
I really like, and I don't want to say relate, but I think Lux's lore, the fact that she is the way she is, but she's not allowed to be in the place she lives, I really like that. I think that is very admirable, that she is a mage and she's this high person within her, she's part of the Crown Guard, and yet she's not allowed to be the person that she was born as, which I think that's kind of a lesson that goes throughout the real world today. People are born the way they are, but they are told not to be that way because of the place they live. And that's really sad. So I don't think that influences me to play her. I think it just makes me proud to play her.
Okay.
And knowing
I think it's just whatever
Lydia relates to Nautilus 100%. No, I'm kidding.
I am Nautilus. I think it's more like the champs you play in League, then you go look at the lore. Because
that's how it is? Okay.
Like I really don't care about any other lore besides like the champs I play. I think a lot of people are like that.
I think just recently I've started kind of learning some more. Hi Cupcake. We're starting to learn more about about lore and stuff, but I don't know a lot of lore of champs that I don't play. But it is cool. Especially when you start to notice champions that have dialogue together. Yeah. And then it kind of makes a little more sense when your champs are bantering back and forth.
I play Nico a lot, and I hear her say, "Jungle Death Nidalee" or whatever, and I'm like, I wonder why she's saying that, and I never know. So, but that's why. Yeah. What about you, Wonder? Do you are you influenced by the lore at all?
Not really, like with who I play in League, because I'm mostly just like got one trick and fell in love with him because of his cosplay skin.
But you play the lore game. You play Legends
of Runeterra.
You do play
Legends of Runeterra,
yeah, there's so much more lore in that game, and honestly, like that has made me want to play the game more because there's so much cool lore. If anyone's interested in learning more about lore and how they connect and all these voice lines, both Necrit and TB Skyen have some awesome stuff. Especially TB Skyen has been doing more Legends of Runeterra. Highly recommend both of them.
Are they streamers or are those? Are those creators?
Those are YouTubers.
Okay.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah, lore and LOR.
Heck yeah. So, my perfect Runeterra vacation. I can't share my screen because it'll screw it up. But my perfect Runeterra vacation by Jaelaray, #1 Lux World. So, why I didn't choose Demacia. I feel like I need to explain this because it may have been expected. They're anti-Semitic. They hate mages. If anyone were to start World War II in Runeterra, it would be Demacia. Anyways, Silas isn't there anymore. As we know in the lore, Silas is gone. We saw in the Warriors cinematic, he's kind of fighting Demacia. He's not there anymore, so what's the point? Next, Garen seems like the kind of guy that would chase the pong ball. Just, a loser, okay?
Whoa, he's just a Chad. Garen is
skin, especially.
Garen is the golden retriever who's not even fun, right? He's the golden retriever that, those TikToks where it's the not fun kid who's like, guys, come on. My mom said we can't play that anymore. That's Garen.
Yeah.
Next.
Okay.
I picked Bilgewater. Wow. It's visually beautiful. Right? Bilgewater is beautiful. Bilgewater has some of the best art in all of League of Legends. I think that it has some of the most potential lore-wise. It's just an aesthetically pleasing place to look at. I like looking at these photos. Here's another one. Beautiful. It has that Pirates of the Caribbean feel to it, and I just love that. I feel like this is the kind of place I could live out my pirate my pirate lifestyle. I could go and vacation and be like, I want to be a pirate for a week. Let's do it. And I would do it with Fizz and Tom Kench. Hear me out. I hate Fizz. If he was my tour guide, I could bitch slap him. Sorry. Shoot. Could someone share their screen really quick so I can put mine over it?
Here, yeah, I can. Just anything?
Yep.
Okay, yeah.
Thanks. So Fizz, if I met him in real life, I could bitch slap him. Also, I would get to learn more about Fizz's lore. So Fizz, what we know is that he was part of this amphibious Yordle race that lived underwater, and he left his race, and when he came back, they were all wiped out. They were all dead. And that's kind of it. That's kind of all we know for Fizz, and now he kind of just searches looking for any sign of his race, and it's just really sad, so I want to learn more about Fizz's lore, and I feel like that'd be a good chance to do it. Also, Tom Kench. So I was kind of stuck between Bilgewater or Noxus. Noxus because I feel like Noxus has a lot of secrets and stuff that I would want to learn, but so does Bilgewater. And the perfect person to show me those secrets would be Tom Kench. Show me the secret parts of Bilgewater and the best places to eat. Tom Kench would know the best restaurants. This man of gambling. And big mouth and eating would know the best places to eat in Bilgewater.
Comfycake says, Jay, everyone will consistently be trying to mug you and kill you in Bilgewater.
No. Look. So going back to this, I was going to pick TF and Graves, but Casino LOL pointed out that I would have been the third wheel if I had done that. So that I noted that, and I moved on. What would I want to do? Fish, of course. Duh. Gamble. If Tom Kench is showing me around, what would I do? I would gamble.
Wait, also, are these champions okay with you fishing?
Shush. Also, I would want to get into bar fights. That's my way of saying, even though I'm 20, I would love to Skyrim it and get a little too tipsy and get in some bar fights in Bilgewater. That would be so much fun. Imagine just like Sparta kicking someone off one of these high buildings. Like, I don't know. Maybe that's just me. Just here's some more art. Very beautiful. Bilgewater is so beautiful. The slaughter docks.
Like it has a lot of story behind it.
It does. I almost didn't mention the slaughter docks, but Core Legion told me that I absolutely had to. So I probably would not visit the slaughter docks. Why? They're yucky. Also, I would punch fish like punching bags if I did go. I think that would be a little fun. As you can see, the slaughter docks here, there's just... The waters of Runeterran hold some crazy stuff. And if you want to see that crazy stuff, you go to the slaughter docks. As you can see, there's that ginormous fish just hanging there, waiting to be punched by my fists. So yeah, and then there's a lot of docks here along the water, which I think aesthetically pleasing. Would I go there? Probably not. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. Here are some more pictures of Bilgewater. I just think, and not only that, if you can compare, I said I wasn't going to go to Demacia. You can, in these two pictures, you can compare Demacia to Bilgewater in the sense that they have the same kind of mountains and they have the same kind of landscape. It's just complete opposite kind of decor and aesthetic, which I think is really neat. But yeah, so that's where I would go for my perfect Runeterran vacation.
I like it. I always thought of it as being very dark, but it does have a nice aesthetic.
I think the same sense in Wonder's vacation is that it would be the place I could go to have fun and kind of be someone that I'm not, which I think would be really neat. Yeah. I want to say thank you to Miss Lydia and Wondermelo Siver for doing this segment with us. It was nice hearing where you guys would go. And I think Ishtal I can't pronounce it.
Ishtal
kind of wins this one. Yeah.
Yep.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys.
I'll meet you there.
Heck yeah.
All right. Let's go.
Alrighty.
All right, bye guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Alrighty. I'm
along.
done with your. Actually, no, I'm not done with your screen. So we are gonna move right along to our community spotlight. Yes. Sheppard put together this awesome visual for us. Our featured creators. Heck yeah. Number 3.
Someone order a big sausage pizza?
I did, but I don't have any.
Oh, do we don't have the audio? We don't have the audio, do we?
We do.
Oh, we do? Okay.
That was, if you did not just see who was on your screen, Wondermelo did a fantastic Sivir cosplay, and I absolutely love it. I love it a lot. I need to
you can rewind that, yeah.
Yeah. Oops. I love it. That's a real pizza, too. You go, Wonder. You go. I love that cosplay.
I did, but I don't have any money.
I really want that pizza right now, too.
The sound is so perfect, too. Perfect. Number 2 is one that I picked personally. Don't ask me why. So this cosplay of the boss, this set cosplay, this looks a lot like the guy that did the Viego cosplay, but I don't think it is. So I saw this on Twitter. I just thought, man, that's a really good cosplay. So we have that photo, and then we have a comparison photo. Auga. And then, yeah, this art was with it, and I think that is really cool. I thought he pulled it off. And finally, last but not least, okay, so yeah, our Caitlyn Battle Academia skin. So this is her. This is Caitlyn as that student council president from Kill la Kill. I would pronounce her name, except I would butcher it, so I'm not going to. But that's her, that's her famous, at the top of the school stance. And I just think that's really neat. And I think it goes with the whole Riot's catering to their weeb fan base quite a bit.
Absolutely.
Quite a bit. Wonder, thank you for throwing those links in there. That's for the set cosplay and the fan art as well. Awesome. I love it. And that is our community spotlight for the week. Don't forget, if you have something that you want us to show on the show, send it to pissloshow@gmail.com. If you have a TikTok or you have just a clip from a game, a really awesome clip that you want us to show, submit it. Anything. Send it to the email.
Yeah,
and
whatever.
you might be featured next week or the week after. Who knows? But we would love to see. So feel free to shoot those our way. And you might see yourself on the show. But that we do have a very special person
I can go ahead and
that we are going to be talking to this week. Our next Pisslo player of the week is Comfycake.
Love it.
Comfycake. An insane League of Legends player and a friend. Someone that is doing very well on TikTok and Twitch, which we just absolutely love. And we are going to bring her on now. Comfy,
you there?
Hi. Hello. How are you doing?
I'm doing.
I haven't talked to you in so long.
I'm doing well.
I'm sorry.
It's been 5 hours.
Yeah.
Comfy and I play The Forest together on Tuesday nights. Not to plug or anything, but on both of our Twitches we play on Tuesday nights. So, but she's also a Plat League of Legends player.
What?
The Irelia. Yes. So that's your main, correct? Is there anybody else that you love playing?
I really like playing Akali.
Akali.
I was also a Nico abuser last season, so
we love it.
Those are all, I love all those picks.
We love it.
Mm-hmm.
Comfy,
so we can start with
go ahead.
Yeah, just the who, when, and whatnot. So
how did you get into League of Legends? When did you start playing?
I saw this. I don't know. I saw like a advertisement on YouTube, and I was at a place where I was really bored with the games I was playing.
Mm-hmm.
So I just wanted to try something new, and I was kind of into I don't know.
Was
trying new stuff?
What season? So. What season was that?
I think it was the end of season 7.
End of season 7.
Season 7. Season 7 and Platinum.
Yeah.
Aurelia or Iriella. That's
Wait, what?
that's really good.
What games did you play MOBAs before, or was
No.
League kind of no? So what was like your
Never.
multiplayer before League?
Overwatch, Rainbow
Overwatch.
Six Siege.
Yeah.
Oh, so you went from first person shooters. Too.
For Honor, so
That's a jump.
type of stuff.
That is.
That's
Wow.
awesome though. Is Plat your peak? What, like
Yes.
Plat 2, Plat 1?
Plat 2 is my peak.
Plat 2 is your peak.
Nice.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
Now you also cosplay a little bit. What
Yes.
What League people have you cosplayed before?
I've cosplayed Ari,
Ari, yes.
and I don't think I've cosplayed anyone else, honestly.
We love Ari though.
I
saw the
Ari's the
others.
favorite.
They looked very nice. The next member of KDA, Comfycakes.
Comfycake.
Comfy
Thank
Cakes.
you.
Now, Comfy.
Yes.
No, go ahead, Sheppard.
Oh no, you can go ahead. You can go ahead.
Mine wasn't a question, so if you have a question, go ahead and ask.
Oh, I was gonna say, it's at Comfycakes on TikTok, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Straight at Comfy.
But just Comfy Cake on
Twitch.
right? Comfy
'Cause it
Cakes
was taken.
was taken. And you stream. When do you stream?
I stream normally Sunday, Tuesday, Thursday, or like Sunday or Saturday. I kind of mix it up a bit. I haven't been streaming that often though, because
School comes first, summoners.
Yeah.
You and I are gonna be in an invitational. So Sheppard, but Sheppard's not on our team. Sheppard has his own team.
Oh,
Comfy and I are gonna be
okay.
on we are playing for a Moonstone Invitational Tournament, which is an Overwatch tournament organizer, tier 2 Overwatch tournament organizer that is transitioning to League of Legends, obviously, because League is the top esports game. And they invited a few creators to create teams and play, and I immediately asked Comfy to be on my team as my mid laner. So she is gonna be. We are gonna be rocking and rolling this month, March.
Yeah.
March 20th.
Yeah.
March 20th is when our tournament starts, and I'm so
Is it the
excited.
20th?
Sheppard is playing in the Plat Diamond. We're Plat Below.
Yeah,
You're playing in Plat
they
Diamond.
put me way too high up.
Yeah.
I don't know why they did that.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
So I really wish I was playing.
They told
lower.
me that I needed people on my team that were Plat below, and I immediately asked 2 Plat players and Gold players. I was like, I'm winning this. I don't even care.
Listen.
Oh my God.
We are winning.
We
this.
are winning
We are-
this.
we are
I
not
have
losing a
yet
single
to
match.
win a actual League of Legends League Discord or TikTok tournament. So
Mhm.
I want to win like an actual organization's tournament for once. So let's go.
Nice.
Jay is
Yeah.
stacking her team with gamers. Very true. Thank you, Rin. Rin is somewhere we're going to be playing against. But Comfy, where do you kind of see do you see yourself maybe going to any League of Legends events once they start happening again in person, or where do you see yourself kind of going on Twitch and content creation? What's your plan?
I don't know. I just really hope that I can grow as a content creator,
Yeah.
and I want to go to as many like events as I can
Yeah.
to see my friends and fans and just enjoy things.
Yeah.
So
For
Yeah.
sure. Where
that makes sense.
are you? I know you're in school right now. Are you a junior or a senior?
I am a sophomore.
A sophomore. Oh wow, I'm
Sophomore,
so
okay.
behind. I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
You are starting so early, and you've got a great audience, and
Yeah,
which
it's
is really
great.
fun. I'm really interested to see where you go in the next few years, especially with League. You're already Plat, sophomore in high
Thank
school.
you.
Like, she will be part of LCS. Don't worry. The next perks. The next perks.
I
in
mean,
mid lane.
already surpassing me after like only 2 or 3 years of playing. I've been
Yeah.
on the game for 8, so
Yeah.
Oh.
it's good. It's good. Oh yeah, you can say it. Jesus
Sheppard's like,
Christ, don't kick me while I'm down, why don't you? Yeah, really. That's great though.
Sheppard.
It's really great.
That's awesome. Well, Comfy,
you.
we have if you have anything else, you've got a TikTok, you've got a Twitch, you throw some stuff on YouTube. You just recently kind of remodeled your Twitch account, which I love.
Yeah.
I am so proud of that. It looks great. You also post on TikTok, so feel free to check that out. And I think
Yeah.
you just
I'm
recently
doing a cosplay today, so.
Oh, awesome.
Oh, nice.
Can you
More
tell us
content.
who you're cosplaying, or are you keeping it a secret?
Himiko Toga from My Hero Academia.
Oh wow,
Oh,
that's
it's an Academia
awesome.
skin too. Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That'll be so fun to see. Well, and I do want to say thank you for coming on.
Thank
being
you.
our
It was
Pisslo player of the
exciting.
week right here.
Yes.
Comfycake.
Thank you.
Please feel free to check her
Love
out.
it.
And we will see you and talk to you later.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you so
good
much
show.
for
Thanks, Comfy.
Of course. Bye.
Bye.
Have a good rest of your weekend.
That was
That's great.
so sweet. I had so much fun this show. This is so much fun.
I'm like, I really wish I was playing against your team in this tournament
Really?
coming up.
I
It'd be so fun.
think we're gonna be deadly. I did my interview yesterday because they are interviewing. They'll probably interview you too.
Yeah.
They're interviewing every kind of team captain for the tournament, so they can edit things together for promotional stuff. And I told him, I was like, I'm here for blood. I'm here to win this. And I feel like we've got a team that can do it. So I'm interested to see how you do. Don't lose hope yet. It feels like you're already defeated.
Are you in the gold bracket?
Yeah.
Are you in the gold bracket?
Yeah.
I'm just we're in too high of a bracket. Platinum, diamond. I'm
Now-
in the lower tier of this bracket here.
I'm bronze on my team, but yeah, they told me plat or below. So I asked Inverse. I asked Sean, who's plat, Comfy, who's plat, Legion, who's silver but really is gold, and Cupcake Bubby, who's gold but is in my heart diamond. So I loaded to be a winner, and I don't think you should give up hope yet. Really think about who you want on your team. I'm trying to think of like Snowball Barrage diamond, Rhyme diamond. You know, I feel like
Snowball's not cool enough to. We're not cool enough to play with Snowball. He's a little too cool. Yeah, he's
on the solo queue grind though. So
yeah, he is.
So,
but yeah, I'm excited for that. That'll be a big event for sure.
It'll be fun. I'm very excited.
The Moonstone Invitational.
And are you playing Clash tonight?
I won't be playing Clash.
You won't be playing Clash. That's okay.
No. Not
Well,
Clash.
good luck.
But you will though, right?
I will be. I will be winning Clash tonight. That's my. I've got the winner's edge. No stream. I don't win if I stream it. I actually thought about maybe recording it and editing it for YouTube. I don't know. Yeah. I'll have to have team talk with that. But good luck with your solo. I know you're on that grind. Good luck with those solo queue games this week, Sheppard.
I appreciate it.
And I will give some updates on Clash, of course. Going for the wins. And you too, audience, your solo queue games or your norms or your ARAMs or your IRFs or your TFTs, your Legends of Runeterra, good luck. Hope you win, as always. Don't forget, if you do something insanely good, if you get that pentakill this week, send it in to us so we can watch it and we can show it on the show next week. PissloShow@gmail.com. Pisslo Show on Twitter, Pisslo Show on YouTube, Pisslo Show on Twitch.tv.com. Feel free to check those all out. Pisslo Show on TikTok as well. We are starting to feature some of our hosts and their awesome League of Legends content. Those socials are going to be down below as well, so feel free to check those out. And we will be here same time next Saturday, 12 p.m. Central Standard Time, to bring you the final week of LCS. And some more. We don't have patch notes next week, so expect some more fun little segments that should be really exciting and very fun. And have a great week.
Yeah, thank you guys for coming, everybody. Yeah. Good luck with your Clash games once again, and keep grinding and have a good time.
You got it, guys.
Keep a smile on your face.
Keep a smile on your face. We'll see you guys later. Bye.
Bye, everybody.